Good day, I'm Stephen McHugh, and this is your JIS News for Friday, December 13. Prime Minister Andrew Holness is urging the African, Caribbean, and Pacific ACP group of countries to deepen their use and support of multilateralism. According to Mr. Holness, the multilateral system is an important tool in tackling the myriad of challenges ACP countries face. He asserts that multilateralism is also the only system which allows small and large countries to have an equal voice on the world stage.
We will be relying on a fit-for-purpose ACP Secretariat, capable of operating in a technology-driven, gender-sensitive global context. Our Secretariat must produce at levels comparable to other international organizations, consistent with best practices, financially secure and viable. We commit to making multilateralism work at all levels in the new OACPS and in the interest of development for all our peoples.
Mr. Holness was delivering Jamaica's statement in the general debate at the 9th session of the ACP Summit in Nairobi, Kenya. He welcomed the adoption of the revised Georgetown Agreement and the decision to transform the ACP into an international body to be known as the Organization of the ACP States, OACPS. The Prime Minister left Kenya on Tuesday and is now in Japan for a 3-day official working visit. It comes as Jamaica and Japan commemorate 55 years of bilateral relations. While there, he has met with Prime Minister Shinzo Abe and Governor Shinji Hirai. Consumers can now access and compare prices of goods and services from their phones on the new mobile app from the Consumer Affairs Commission, CAC. The CAC Jamaica app was launched on Wednesday with products showcased from businesses registered with the government agency. It can be downloaded through the Google Play Store. State Minister for Industry and Commerce Floyd Green says the new app will revolutionize how consumers shop around for the best prices.
It gives you the ability to check petrol prices, check your grocery list, to lodge a complaint, but also it teaches you about the rights and responsibility of the consumer and of those who provide service and goods to our consuming public.
Other features of the CAC Jamaica app include the ability to create your own basket of goods and identify the locations of chosen outlets. Users can also access consumer news and laws, product recalls, as well as market surveillance of textbook prices, banking fees, and hardware items. Plans are moving apace to make the export of local goods and services less expensive by reducing the associated costs. The Ministry of Industry, Commerce, Agriculture and Fisheries has already started the process of removing licenses and fees along with the steps that hinder the export process. State Minister Floyd Green says this is important as a number of businesses cannot afford the current costs at the port to move their goods. In addition to addressing the cost factor, he says government is doing more to improve efficiency.
As a government, we're going to still work on the border control hours. And we believe that the single window for trade will reduce those border control hours significantly.
He adds that the $600 million being offered by the Exim Bank to micro, small and medium-sized enterprises is now available. MSMEs can access the loans at an interest rate of 4.75%. Minister Green was speaking on Tuesday at the signing of a MOU to facilitate the third installment of JAMPRO's Export Development Program, Export Max 3. The 3-year initiative, which will run until 2022, is geared towards providing focused capacity, advocacy, and market penetration support to exporters and export-ready firms. Jamaica will soon be home to an aviation institution to train pilots, air traffic controllers, flight attendants, and other related professionals. Minister of Transport and Mining Robert Montague says this follows ongoing discussions to open up the offerings of the island's aviation industry. The Ministry of Finance is part of the discussions to see to the establishment of the aviation institution.
I am determined that my time at the control, nobody in the Caribbean is to surpass Jamaica in aviation, whether with standards, safety, or equipment.
Minister Montague was speaking recently at the International Civil Aviation Awards ceremony. Meanwhile, 3 Jamaican aviation veterans have been awarded for their contributions to the local air transportation industry. The 3 recipients of the Aviation Trailblazer Award are former Air Jamaica Chief Operating Officer Captain Lloyd Tye, Pioneer Radar Specialist Randolph Jones, and veteran aviator Major Dudley Beek. The awards were given through a partnership with the Jamaica Civil Aviation Authority, the Airports Authority of Jamaica, and Aeronautical Telecommunications Limited. Portfolio Minister Robert Montague says the work of Jamaica's aviation industry is also being recognized and celebrated globally.
To the stalwarts we are honoring tonight, I want to say heartiest congratulations.
The award ceremony marked the 75th anniversary of the International Civil Aviation Organization. This is the international body responsible for the development and promotion of standards and recommended practices for the efficient operation of the global air transport industry. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Stephen McHugh. Thanks for watching.